Okay, so welcome to the channel. This is Unbounded Play. I'm Lisa. This is going to be our first introduction, my first introduction actually, to Palia. I finally got an invitation. I created an account with Palia. You go to their website, create the account, and then it took about a week for me to receive the invitation to download. So the download is only for PC, Windows PC at the moment. So forgive me because I am not a PC person. I'm a Mac and all of my gaming has been on the Switch. So just bear with me. I did lose the sound when I created the video, so I do apologize for that, but we're going to take a look at really just the beauty and just getting set up with Palia, and I hope you enjoy it. So first thing is to log in. You should, if you've gotten the invite for Palia, you already have a login because you had to create an account. So I'm going to go in here and add my account information, and you'll enter the full email and then your password. And then there is these announcements. It has a almanac that I went ahead, I clicked on each one of these and saved them or bookmarked them. One is an almanac, one is the official wiki, kind of wiki page for Palia, all things Palia. There's also a support page and then a Discord community section that you can kind of chat with other people through Discord, and you can do that as well. I highly recommend holding on and having the bookmark and the official wiki pretty close by so that you can refer to it as you're playing the game as to where everything is. I just kind of went in blind playing the game and kind of piecing it together. I haven't really had a chance to kind of peruse through the almanac as of yet, but so far I'm very impressed, except for the fact that it took a long time for the game to download, and then once it was downloaded, I felt like it took quite a while for it to just kind of turn on so that I could start the game where you're seeing me start here. Okay, so it does give some warning about photosensitivity warning. I believe that Disney Dreamlight Valley, if you're a Valley community person and plays that game, they also had the same kind of warnings. And agree to the village values of really just being a decent human within the game. So I appreciate it, and everybody else does too. So here is where we begin to create our avatar for the game. I said it was a little glitchy. I mean, really right out. It was already glitchy. I'm not sure. I might have to wait until it comes to the Switch in hopes that they get a lot of these little glitches and stuff out. But you can change your facial structure. You can change your eyes, your voice, your skin tone. There are not a whole lot of options, but I think enough that it doesn't keep you stuck in this area for too long, just so that you can move on with the game. I just wanted kind of a similar looking character to my characters throughout all of my games that I have. So I chose the blue eyes. You could change the voice. I believe that most of the ones at the top were more of a feminine, high-pitched voice, whereas the ones on the bottom were a little bit more bassy and more of a masculine vocals. But you can change them throughout here. Now, when you do select them, it does warn you that once you've picked all of your stuff, I think your clothing and your eyes and your hair and everything, you cannot go back and change it. Whereas in comparatively to Disney Dreamlight Valley, we can change our hair and our eyes. I mean, we can really change everything, change our clothes and stuff, but it does warn you as you get through this avatar creating steps that you will not be able to make any changes thereafter. So be certain that is what you want to be happy with for the remainder of the game. Yeah, so you can play around with the hair, different colors. You can make them the same color. It kind of gives you those highlights if you want to. You can put whatever colors that you want to in there. I kind of changed my hair. If we're going to be exploring, I need to get my hair up so that I can see around it. I kind of played around with the different outfits here, and it didn't kind of keep in with the primary color. If you had a color that you were, I wish if you chose a color, like if you wanted everything to be the blue, everything would be blue that you'd picked out of the section. It just kept going back to the default, which I found kind of annoying, and because I wanted to see what everything looked like in a certain color, so I would have preferred to choose the color, and then all of the different items could be within that color, so you could see what they all look like. They were all really 3/4 length sleeve items, which I didn't particularly like. I really like the longer sleeve kind of items, or no sleeve or short sleeve. I think because I don't like them personally as my own personal clothing. I just don't like 3/4 length sleeves. I find it's just annoying. Jeez. I know it's just an avatar. It's just clothes. I'm not really wearing the clothes. It's my person in the game, and then once you start playing the game, I hardly even notice. I'm just trying to maneuver my character with the keyboard, since it is on PC, and so yeah, you're just gonna have to bear with me. So let me click through here. I did change everything, and then let's move on. Alright, so I have my character. She is ready to go. I like the colors, but I just want to move on. So now we kind of turn into this little ball of light, arriving into Palia. And this did take a little bit of time for it to finally load. And then it takes us into this new realm. So sorry I lost the sound. You know, new game. I tried to have everything set up so that it would have everything good to go, but when you're not used to, playing on in a certain format, there's something bound to go wrong. Unfortunately, it was the sound. So I put some sound in the background, so I hope that's helpful. So you kind of arrive as this kind of ball of light, kind of Star Trek-ish, pixelated in all pieces, and then arriving with a nice soft landing. And then we have these new creatures, or people, that are within Palia. Her name is Gina. Oh, my dragon. She seems surprised. Did you just materialize from nowhere? I think I did. Right, you probably don't know any more about your situation than I do. It's just none of the other humans knew either, which makes me right back to where it was. Yep, you're not the first human I've seen in Palia. Just the first I've seen, appear in a giant cocoon of light. We should slow down. Why don't you take the map and head into town where you can talk to Ashura? I would help you myself, but I'm working on something here, and I'm so close. I was so caught off guard, I realized I forgot to introduce myself or explain why I'm here. My name is Gina. I'm an apprentice, and this is my research assistant, Harold. All right, so this shows us how to use the movement controls I'm not necessarily new to it, but it's not, I haven't played a game on a PC in forever. You know, with all the new game consoles, for me, it's really just not necessary. So with a Switch and an Xbox, and then, you know, past consoles that we've had before, but this just kind of shows you how to use it. I love the mouse and how you can manipulate that to see all around you. Looking up, you can look all the way up, and you can look to the right and to the left. I found that to be the manipulation of the controls to move your character around. I thought does a very good job. I think the game does a very good job. It was a little glitchy kind of going through. It's a little slow. I don't know if it's my PC that I'm on, which I'm sure that that's probably part of it. Definitely not the Wi-Fi, because I do have the, oh, Hecla. Hello, human. I know you must have more questions. Your presence heralds much change in the world of Palia. I am Hecla. It is my duty to aid and protect, and we have stumbled upon you during a routine excavation. The occurrence comes on as a great surprise. On the other hand, found it, you are bound to return one day. Why not today? So I guess I'm returning from somewhere. So maybe he's kind of stating that I must have been here before, or maybe just as a human, humans were here, or more of them were here before, and a lot of them are starting to return. So we're just going to kind of look through the area here, the building that they have their kind of lab, and just kind of looking around, also trying to see if there's anything I can pick up, like any kind of notifications that pop up as I pass through. I see that there is kind of a book over here, or tablet, and there's also a tool next to the tool chest. So I'm going to see if I can see if it will allow me to click on anything or move anything. I apologize. It doesn't look like I can do that, so I think we'll just go ahead and move on down the hallway. All right, so it looks like we can jump and climb, and if we toggle the space, just kind of the space bar, that allows us to jump. And then if we just use the W, that makes us move forward. We can also climb on certain things throughout the valley or realm, area, game. All right, so just kind of testing out my skills to jump over things. I think we're gonna climb up the wall over here. There seems to be a lot of debris to the right and to the left that it keeps us from, see, it's glitching. To go up this wall down here. And yeah, so we just use the W, climb up the wall, and we're at the top. And then as we move through this hall here, it brings us to the introduction to being at Palia and the vast lands that are here, the little town that's there. It's just really pretty. And it brings us back here, and we can start the game. I think these people that have kind of a last name are other characters, multiplayer characters that are in the game as you're playing. I don't know if that creates a little bit more glitching. Y'all can let me know that as a multiplayer game. I would assume that it does, as opposed to playing it offline in a way. But yeah, I wasn't able to talk to the other character, but the other characters that I was able to talk to in the game only have a first name. So we're just going to walk through. I mean, this is just a walkthrough. we're just walking through to kind of get a feel for the game, how the controls work using the mouse and the keyboard, and getting a feel for the map of the game. So be sure that you've got your almanac kind of open in a separate window if you're able to do so, so that you can refer to it. Like I said, I was kind of going blind, just kind of seeing how the game was working. It wouldn't let me do anything with the fire here, or if there were tools, it looks like there's tools or weapons of some sort inside that bin, but it wouldn't let me pick up anything out of there. So we'll go take a look at the waterfall over here, which I think is really pretty. I think they did a really nice job of the layout of the game with the waterfall and just the flowers and the landscape. It's just really nice, and I am kind of having fun with the mouse and allowing it to change my view of what I can see in the game. So you can see it's glitching. There's like little glitches as I go through. This also is another gamer that's in the game as I'm playing. I think if they have a last name, they more so are not a player in the game. They are another avatar somebody else is playing. This room is really interesting. I was kind of hoping, we have to go meet with, as the list is there, the certain person to kind of get things started. But this is really interesting, all of the different things in there, and just how pretty the room is. I'm surprised there aren't people. Oh, it says the light the incense. Oh. Let me go back. That's a little sensitive as to where that was. Let me see if I can light that incense a little bit better. It's not really prompting. There we go. So I went ahead and lit another incense in there. That's really all it'll allow you to do in this room. There is an open door, but it didn't allow, there wasn't anything in there either. So it looks like there's two characters down here. Shane, another child of the Phoenix joins. I'm Cheyenne, the local ritual. It's my job to care for the villagers both physically and spiritually. So how are you feeling? Well, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because I don't know what anything is here. I don't know why this glitch brought you here, but I'm sure there must be some great plan. Now you'll want to speak to Ashura before you do anything else. Just take the path towards the village. He'll be in the big building with the keg out front. So I was looking for a keg. And I met some people along the way. Let's see who the next person I can run into. So I do believe that you get points or bonuses for communicating with the characters. So it is a good thing to go ahead and talk to the characters. And they might have gifts for you. This is Tish. And they've been here from another village. But they didn't come from far away like I did. And we're just coming from the town over, not another plane of existence. If you need help with anything, I know a bit in the group, whoever, she can help you. So I did get a couple of little thumbs up by having a chat with her. So let's go to the next person. So this is Naro, not Nio. Oh hey, you must be new in town. My family runs the farm over on the west side. If you need someone to show you around or teach you how to ride, I'm your man. Andy likes to carry heavy stuff, so if you've got heavy stuff, he can lift it for you. So if you've got some heavy stuff you need to move around, Nio is your man. And I think he gave us a carrot for having a conversation with him, just a little chat. And then I think there's another character over here. Kenyatta, you're one of the new members. That's cool. I'm just taking a break from work. My parents made me work. She doesn't seem very happy. But see, I got 2 thumbs up just by having a chat with her. And so getting to know some of the characters throughout is really important. I was walking through this building just to kind of see, without the map in front of me, I wasn't sure where I was supposed to go. So I was just kind of investigating around. And this is kind of where I ended up having the game crash. So I'll go ahead and sign off at this moment because the game just completely crashed. I had to restart it, and or I'm gonna have to restart it. I didn't want to go back and find out that I'd have to redo my avatar. So I'm not certain if that's going to happen. I hope not. But just to let you know that so far in the very beginnings of this, I am on a laptop, so I'm sure that has something to do with it. But it is a PC, so I was just kind of hoping that it would work on here. I don't have any other games. Like, this is the only game on my PC, and it did end up crashing. So yeah, when I met her and I tried to chat with Saifu, it just went down. So thank you for coming to the channel. Thank you for bearing with me with these technical issues, glitches and no sound, and re-upping the video again. But thank you for coming, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.